Morning, everybody. Day 2 of fog. Heavy fog, to be exact. About, well, if you struggle really hard, 400-yard visibility. You can see it. Like way out there, you can just kinda, sorta, not even in the camera. You can't even really see the trees out there. It's nuts. Yesterday was really foggy. At one point you could barely see the shop from the house. So look out, end of January, roughly first week of February, right around that February 5 to February 10, it's gonna be one nasty goddamn snowstorm. Now it sounds like, you coming, mocha dogs? Sounds like I had a calf balling way the hell over there for whatever reason. I got a couple in the barn. But these girls are getting moved out of the corral today. This weather is hard on these calves. Those guys all get run through the chute today. They're all getting needled, everybody. And they'll get ivermectin. So, anyway, I gotta feed a little bit of grain to them girls. Then I gotta grab my tractor. And I gotta deal with some lumber that's on the bucket of that said tractor. And then feed the cows. So I'll let you guys go and we'll talk to y'all later. Alrighty guys, so yesterday, after we got done playing with cows and calves and so on and so forth, CP and I ended up having to run to the city for a couple items. And then when we got back, we went out to the bush and cut all this wood down. Actually, it was already down, and it's dry wood. It's basically deadfall wood that just ended up on the ground. It was standing up until this fall when we had a wind, and then it finally toppled. But with the snow that we recently had and it being wet, the outside edge of the logs are wet. Not super wet, but still wet. So I got a crazy thought to get it to dry, that outside edge. That's where that guy's gonna come into play. That 140,000 BTU blower, diesel heater blower. I'm gonna get this wood out of my bucket because I need the tractor to feed the cows. Get the wood out of the bucket, and I'm going to set it on this rope that I just put on the floor. Right there, you can see it. And it's going to scatter all over the goddamn place, but I want to keep it somewhat bundled up. Then I'm going to turn the heater on the one end and let that warm air blow right through the pile. And that should really dry it out. I'm gonna guess an hour, maybe an hour and a half, and we'll have dry wood. And then we can cut her up and so on and so forth. So with no more further ado, me fucking chit-chatting and pulling your hair strings, let's see if we can set this down. Kinda, the rope is supposed to be somewhat centered there. keep it in somewhat of a pile. Now I might be out to lunch on my thought pattern here. I don't know. I've never tried this before, but it's not cold. Like, it's 0 roughly. We had a little bit of rain last night, actually, early this morning. When I woke up, everything was good and wet. It's like 0 or just like +1 Celsius. So it's not, like I said, overly cold. But you can see how there's snow on it. It's wet. Parts of it is wet. Parts are not. So my plan, like I said earlier, bundle her up, then get that heater blowing from the end through the pile and get it to dry down. So let's see if we can get her bundled up now. I'll bring you back in a minute or two. Alrighty, so I got my heater going. I have to put it on a block on the back side so that it gets the heat down lower into my pile here. And I can feel heat way over here. I can feel the air all through here. And I think I could kind of sort of feel air down here on this side. So we're gonna give this a try, see what happens. I'm just gonna leave it alone for an hour or so while I go deal with the cows. And we'll come back and check on her and see what she looks like. It's good dry wood, it's not rotten. And believe it or not, we haven't really been using any of our propane heat in the house, so our wood shack is getting run down relatively quick. Not super quick, but I still have some spruce to cut and split, which would make a big difference. But I want to save some of that stuff for later on in the year also, not burn it all up right now. Anywho, we'll give her a try and see what happens. I'll bring you guys back in a little bit. Alrighty, now these girls can come out here. I could feed them a little bit out here. They got a bale so far, just the one. There's lots of grass out here that they can rummage into. Hell, some of them aren't even going to the bale. They're just going to the grass, like that one right there. Some of them haven't figured out how to come around the friggin' corner of the corral on the inside of the corral over there. They're being idiots, but they will figure it out eventually. And then for water, they've got two choices. There's a small pond right there, and it's not very deep. It's a shitty pond. It's got a little bit of an ice crust on it, but not much. And then also they could come back into the corral where they were for water. I'll just leave the gates open for them. I'm gonna divert these gates a little bit so that they come out. It's the calves that are having issues trying to figure out how to get out of here. Hey, you little shit. He's looking for a shortcut, but there isn't one. And then we got one, because the cows were corral 2 and what we call new corral. Back over this way, I got one heifer over there that doesn't want to come out. But I'll get her out and then we'll close up gates so they can't get over here. Talk to you guys later. Alrighty guys, well, came in and checked on this wet wood and it was working. I just moved it to the other end because the other end is kind of dampish, but on this end it's working. And I can definitely feel, like over here, you can see my hand, there's warm air coming right through this pile, this stack. So that's good. Here it's a little bit dampish, this very top one. It had quite a bit of bark on it, and that bark is holding the moisture, but it's working. So that makes me feel good. A little bit longer and I'll be able to come in here with the tractor and scoop this up, and maybe we can buck it up and get it put away properly. Heater's working for something, right? Anywho, we got to work a bunch of cattle, so I'm gonna let you guys go. We'll bring you back later. Working them up the chute through the bud box. It was a bud box before bud box was known. Giving them a basically Ivamac pour on and a Biomycin 200 LA long acting. Everybody's getting a shot of 25 C's. The odd one, it might not quite be enough, and then the odd one, it might be too much. It could be getting some air. Just squeeze it, pump the handle until it fills. Did you get enough in there?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
What is it supposed to be in there?
Fill it. So you don't got air. 10 C's in a injection site on either side of the neck.
What number is it supposed to be on?
35 and a half. Or what are you at? Let's see.
37 and a half.
That's fine, because some are bigger. And she can go out. Those ones down there are done already.
I think this is 360.
Anywho, we're gonna keep going here, and I'll bring you guys back in a little bit. One little bastard got turned around in the chute. We'll talk to y'all later. There we go, all done. 20 head. On, get out of here. And they got straw outside. The barn part is loaded up with straw. And you're doing in my estimation, when you got a group of girls like this and boys, then if one or two are sick, they're all sick. They might not show hardcore symptoms of being sick, but they're all sick. So you treat everybody, otherwise eventually you're going to be treating every single animal individually. So, like you, yeah. There's the odd one with a cough. There's a few of them with snotty noses. 2 that have a little slight droopy ear. And then there's some, like this girl, she looks pretty good in general. No issues. And that one right there, but treat them all. In basically 3 days time, we'll come back and do it again. Anyway, let you guys go. We'll talk to y'all later. Okay, so what the heck? That's a bale elevator. BP, what the hell are you doing with a bale elevator on the tractor bucket? Well, this old square bale elevator has been sitting around here for years, and it was gonna go to scrapyard. But then my buddy Bob, he said he's kind of been looking for one that he wants to convert into a firewood elevator. So instead of hooking up to a friggin' trailer, he's only like 2 miles away, so instead of hooking up to a friggin' trailer, I'm just gonna run it over to his place like this. If I can go 4 miles with a 24-foot load alley on the front end loader, surely to Christ I can go 2 miles with a 20-foot bale elevator. It's the way I see it anyways. And if somebody hits me, well, then they're just stupid. We'll put our flashers on and our flashers on, and I'll catch you guys later. Have fun. Alrighty guys, so we're back home obviously. Well, what the hell are we doing now? Well, working more cows obviously. We gotta get CCIA tags, oh you bitch, into a bunch of these cows' ears. Some of them have it, some don't. So we gotta get them up and in the head gate and get tags in their ears. Otherwise, we ain't selling nothing. Come sale day, especially with these open girls. Come on, push up. That's it. There we go. Good girls. Yeah. And Bob was quite happy that I brought that unit, that bale elevator to his place. Grab my glove so it doesn't get knocked off of there and covered in cow crap. So when I say the CCIA tags, for those of you that don't know, it's these guys right here. These are the CCIA tags. This thing right here, we gotta, the cows have to have one of these buttons in their ear. And some of our cows do not. And I like to keep them somewhat in order. So like 066179. So I gotta find the next number to that, right? 179. That one's 180. 184. So we need to find 18. Oh, this one's all ass backwards. 190. Well, I guess it's this one and then this one to get back in order. 184. 18. Oh, there it is. 180. So I guess we're not totally fucked up. And then that number will be recorded at the next purchase place. And that number stays with the cow for the rest of her duration, theoretically. Some feedlots will swap the number out, but like this cow right here, she does not have a CCIA tag. Yeah, can you see yourself? You don't like that, do you? This girl should have a CCIA tag because we purchased her just a few years ago. Like 4 years ago. That one does not have one. The one behind does. So yeah, we got to catch these girls and get tags in their ears. And do that. And do this. And come on in. Come on. Step up there. Step up there. Oh, you're gonna be silly. Okay, I'll do you like that. Anyway, I'm gonna let you guys go. I'll bring you back in a bit. There. These guys are done. 4 over there. Another 4 at the water bowl. They got all their tags, proper tagging, so that they can be run through a sale ring. There's actually one that never got done yet. And I'll show her to you guys here in just a second. She's right there. That's our heifer that never caught for whatever reason. So I'm gonna put her on grain, and in a couple, 2-3 months, she'll go to freezer camp. She's young, she's a heifer. She's never had a baby, so she'll go to freezer camp. I'll put her on good grain for a couple months, and yeah, it'll all be good. Anyway, I'm gonna let you guys go. I'll talk to you later.